into cybersecurity? There's a ton of content out there, and if you don't know where to start, it can be overwhelming, even paralyzing. So let's fix that. Welcome to Simply Cyber, a community of tens of thousands of aspiring and active cybersecurity professionals focused on networking, knowledge sharing, and professional development. I'm Dr. Gerald, Auger, Chief Content Creator at Simply Cyber, inviting you to get the answers to your cybersecurity problems with hundreds of cybersecurity videos answering your frequently asked questions, interviewing industry experts, and live streaming daily cyber threat briefings hosted by me. Now get the stories and insights you won't find anywhere else. Hit subscribe now and dig into all the fresh content on the channel and in the community. Nothing should stop you from launching and leveling up your cybersecurity career today. All right, everybody, welcome to the show. Today is Monday, November 13th, 2023. Welcome to episode number 493 of Simply Cyber's Daily Cyber Threat Briefing. I am your host, Dr. Gerald Auger, and over the next 45 minutes, me, you, Marcus Kyler, Matthew Netchie with the blue badging. Good morning. Tim and George, Stephanie Strauss, Space Tacos, Leon Elliott, Marcus Kyler, Evan Barnett in the great space of New England. Talk about stunning throwing Bailey Zappi in there yesterday. Am I right, Evan? Chris ND, LinkedIn folks like Eric Johnson, Frank Andrioli over on YouTube, Ms. Julian Cherise Lamb, Stephen H. Chris Young of the Marine Corps, Ayodeji Johnson, and so many others. Let's get a double yeet here. We're going to all be bringing the top bringing the top cybersecurity news stories of the day, and I'll be giving my expert opinion and analysis with a big, strong cup of coffee on each of these stories on what it means to you as a practitioner, or if you're looking to break in the industry. Jason Orbeck, good to see you. If you're looking to break into the industry, got you covered. Let's hear it in chat with hashtag Team Live, y'all. Good to see you. It's a beautiful morning here in the Low Country. Now, if you are a practitioner, the information we're going to be going through can help you drive cyber risk reduction for your stakeholders, which is chef's kiss. Plus, it keeps us sharp on our toes, keeps our axe grinded, keeps it sharp, right, so we can use it. Or if you're looking to break into the industry, believe me, you're going to be asked in any single job interview, how do you stay current on the industry? It's too important as a practitioner not to stay current on the industry. That's why we ask in all the job interviews. So if you drop a daily cyber threat briefing podcast knowledge bomb on your interviewers, believe me, it's going to be well received. Okay, so stay tuned. Plus, the networking's awesome. We got hundreds of people over here straight kicking it, like Sandor, TJ Zimmer, Alpha Sierra, Carrie, Jeffrey, even the folks over on LinkedIn, like Isaiah Morris. The guys, the networking is phenomenal. Believe that, okay? But just so you all know, the top cyber news stories of the day that we're going to be going through, I do not look at them in advance, so you're going to be getting my straight hot takes on each of these stories on what it means to you. I have an awful lot of experience in the industry, and this is what I'm throwing at it with the daily threat briefing. But before we get into it, let's holler at the stream sponsors who allow me to bring this show to you every single weekday morning. Starting with my good friend, Barricade Cyber Solutions. Barricade Cyber Solutions is dedicated to helping businesses from cyber attacks and recover from the damage done. Cyber attacks can cause massive issues for businesses and send dedicated, hardworking business owners into turmoil. But guess what, y'all? Back the truck up. Barricade Cyber Solutions knows how to mitigate the damage done by cyber incidents. That's right. They're bringing the heat. Good morning, Jesse Johnson. Good to see you over in Colorado. Check them out at barricadecyber.com. Links in the description below. If you're watching on the stream right now, you can see this is their website. All the way at the bottom left, this is Eric Taylor, lead over at Barricade, and you can straight up get on his calendar as easy as a couple mouse clicks. Also want to say much love to Panoptcy Security. Get a partner who understands your cybersecurity program and business goals. Listen, you have budget resources. You have business leaders who have their own perspective and opinions on InfoSec. Whether they're right or not, they're still making decisions that can influence your program. So get a partner like Panoptcy Security that can help you quantify exactly what your current risk appetite or your current risk, cyber risk is to your organization, and allow you to communicate it in an effective way to help you drive cyber risk reduction. Guys, there's a reason that the memes in InfoSec, it's like Jerry day 1, Jerry day 30, and it's like me is like young Luke Skywalker, and then day 30 is Yoda. There's a reason that we make the joke about hyper aging in our industry. It's because it's wicked stressful and we're dealing with really serious stuff all the time. Panoptcy can help you explain this to the business so you can drive cyber risk reduction. Give them a shout at panoptcy.com. Links in the description below. Also Antisyphon train, but more about them at the mid-roll. My good friends over there at Antisyphon. Guys, each episode of the Daily Cyber Threat Brief, like this one, is worth half a CPE. So be sure to say what's up in chat, hashtag Team Live, take a screen cap. Hey, Sherry, good to see you. Take a screen cap and file it away. No big deal. If you are on replay, CPEs count for you too. Hashtag Team Replay in chat. Thanks for catching the stream. I am going to start trying to integrate a question of the day for chat, but also for Team Replay. I'm trying to find ways where I can collaborate Team Live and Team Replay together. We've always had Team Live and Team Replay, and I know some people jump in between and all that, but I want to find opportunities to have the community be one. So look for that. I thought about this last night, so look for that. I'll figure out Team Replay, some integration way. Maybe what was your favorite story of the day? I'll ask the question of the day at the end of the show today. All right. And if it is your first episode, we do love welcoming our newcomers. Okay. Our first timers, hashtag first timer in chat. If you are a first timer, holler in chat, hashtag first timer. We've got an emote for you. We have a sound effect for you. You are more than welcome in here. Even if you're just checking it out, there's no commitment. Come and go as you please. Hey, Michael Gutierrez, thanks for being so welcoming to the newcomers. John Wayne with the emotes knows what's up. Hashtag Team Live is letting hashtag first timers know what's up. Even if you're a first timer on Team Replay, let us know, y'all. All right. All right. Let me take a slug of this coffee because we're about to lock it in and head on in to the top cyber news of the day. Oh, all right, Adam. We're going to give Adam a first-timer sound effect. Welcome to the party, pal. Welcome, Adam. Glad you got your first week under your belt. You picked a heck of a week, my man, with Simply CyberCon coming in hot. Just as a reminder, Sam the Harvester. Welcome to the party, pal. Yes, Sam. Welcome. All right. Yes, I love the Oprah emote. I love the John McClane emote. Anyways, let me take this slug of this coffee. We got to get it. That's how I feel when I drink this coffee. Good God, it's good. All right, y'all, do me a favor. Get your favorite drink, get your favorite chair, settle in, put the cans on, sit back, relax, and let's let the cool sounds of the hot news wash over all of us in an awesome wave. I'll see you guys at the mid-roll.
From the CISO series, it's cybersecurity headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Monday, November 13th, 2023. I'm Steve Prentice. Industrial and Commercial Bank of China suffers ransomware attack. Media reports are confirming that the Chinese state-owned bank, one of the world's largest, is dealing with an attack that is primarily affecting its ability to clear trades. Sources told the Financial Times that Lockbit is behind the attack. According to The Record, quote, cybersecurity expert Kevin Beaumont shared a Shodan search showing that ICBC had a Citrix NetScaler box that was unpatched for CVE 2023-4966, a bug known by experts as Citrix Bleed that affects NetScaler ADC and NetScaler gateway appliances, end quote. Beaumont added that more than 5,000 organizations have yet to patch this same vulnerability. UK.
All right, so check it out. A couple things really quickly. Kevin Beaumont, if you don't know about him, every time he comes up in the news, I say he's an absolute must follow. This is him on Mastodon at Gossy the Dog. I'm going to drop a link in chat right now for the YouTube people. Kevin Beaumont he's funny, he's British, and he is I guess you could call him a SecOps person, blue teamer, but he's always doing really good stuff for the community. Now, Citrix Bleed, thank you. Hold on, let's check it out. Citrix Bleed is the vulnerability that came out recently, and it made all the news. Okay, and this was definitely a gotta get it patched. You gotta patch it. You gotta patch it. We might need to. Thanks, Gary. We may need to get an emote for the you gotta patch it. I don't know what that emote would look like, but I'm open to suggestions. Okay, so check it out. Citrix Bleed, very easy to discover. They said that it was going to start getting exploited. It sure did start getting exploited. And guys, you got to remember really quickly, like when you exploit something, okay, when you're exploiting a vulnerability, it's just to get initial access to the box. Once you have access, then you do post exploitation. You bring down other payloads. You do the things that happen. You don't exploit a box with ransomware. You exploit it to get access. Then you pull down ransomware like it's your machine. And then you execute ransomware like it's your machine. That's what's going on here. So exploitation of Citrix Bleed leads to threat actors doing whatever they want. You could exploit Citrix Bleed and then drop a keylogger. You could drop Citrix Bleed and start moving laterally and do whatever you want. But in 2023, since really 2017, ransomware is the malware du jour. It's been on the special so long that it's a permanent item on the menu, okay? And Lockbit is pushing this one. Now, a couple things to point out here. One, if you're running Citrix and you don't know if you're exposed, go on Shodan, look for the vulnerabilities and get after it. Now, according to this, this is Citrix NetScaler. There's only 15. I suspect that this is not the query you'd want to use to discover the vulnerable endpoints. You probably want to use some type of Citrix operating system versioning fingerprint thing. But the point is, you can use Shodan to discover this, okay? Second of all, and this one gets a little tinfoil hat. Please get your tinfoil hat emotes out. There's a reason we have that emote. Here we go. Settle in for the lunacy of coming to me. Now, if I was a nation-state threat actor, okay, attacking the largest bank in China, probably not a good move. China has first-world capabilities. China has first-world cyber powers. They're definitely doing auditing. China isn't just a bully. They are doing, or when I say bully, they're not just a first world power doing national espionage on other countries. They are probably, I would have to imagine, securing their own systems as well. All right. Now, stay with me here. They are going to be able to audit and validate who's getting what. Second of all, Lockbit is a ransomware as a service affiliate model. Okay. You would either have to be one of two things. Completely stupid, okay?
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
You have to be out of your mind to ransomware the largest bank in China in 2023, okay? Which is totally possible, by the way, okay? Or, and this is where my tinfoil hat comes on. Imagine, if you will, you were an adversary of China and you were looking for an opportunity to hit them while having real plausible deniability. I'm just saying, Lockbit is a tier 1 rampant ransomware threat actor who, by the way, I might add, of all the ransomware affiliate models, and this is anecdotal evidence, of all the ransomware affiliate models, by the way, affiliate model means that Lockbit runs like the decryption keys and the Bitcoin transactions and stuff, but anyone can sign up. All you have to do is sign up and infect a machine, and then Lockbit will take care of the rest and send you a check for your money, right? I'm simplifying, but basically that's the deal. They are very unscrewed, like they're very open, very liberal with who can be an affiliate. People like Black Cat, Alfie, they're a little bit more strict. Like some of the other affiliate models, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but the other ones are a little bit more strict. Like famously, a kid's children's hospital got hit and the threat actor group released the keys and like shamed the affiliate in that case. I want to say that was that wasn't Conti. It doesn't matter. Anyways, Lockbit of all of them is the least discerning. So what I would say is, if you were a first world power, what an opportunity to hide in the noise as a affiliate of a, for-profit cybercrime syndicate, really doing national, state-sponsored power moves on your adversaries, hitting out their bank. Again, complete tinfoil hat. But I'm just saying, what a perfect storm. Like, think of the opening sequence of any like hacker action movie, right? Where they're like, like we're hacking. Don't worry, they're going to attribute it to the cybercrime gang. Oh, go. Like, eye candy displays everywhere. I'm just saying, I just think the target is too large, too rich, and too much risk for some punk affiliate to hit the national bank of China. I mean, it's not the national, but it's like one of the largest banks in China. Okay, it just seems intense, man. Okay, yes, here we go. Okay. Computer, play podcast. All right, I guess we'll do this manually.
Data donated for medical research shared with insurance companies. Despite a pledge that this would not happen, an investigation conducted by The Observer showed that, quote, UK Biobank opened up its vast biomedical database to insurance sector firms several times between 2020 and 2023, end quote. This data was provided to help, quote, create digital tools that help insurers predict a person's risk of getting a chronic disease, end quote. The Observer points out that in 2002, Biobank promised that data would not be shared with insurance companies. But last weekend, the company said the pledge, which had been made repeatedly over its first 4 years, no longer applied. It said, quote, the commitment had been made before recruitment formally began in 2007, and that when Biobank volunteers enrolled, they were given revised information, end quote, and that the commitment referred only to identifiable information like a person's name.
Okay, here we go.
Straight cash, homie.
If I had to guess, okay, again, tinfoil. I guess it's tinfoil hat Monday. Private UK health data. I bet you if we looked into this a little bit, and maybe I'll do it during jaw jacking. UK Biobank. I bet you they're under new leadership. I bet you they had a CEO change in the last year. This is deplorable. Here's what happened. Send us your data. Send us your data. We won't use it. We won't sell it. No big deal. Okay, here you go. Here's our data. And then they're like, now they have a copy of your data. You have maybe with GDPR, you can ask for it to be deleted, but they have a copy of your data. And at any point, they can change their policies, which they've done here. And now they're selling your data. So, you know what I mean? Like that is such crap, dude. Like, it's like saying, this is a ridiculous metaphor, but it's like saying like buying a car with like a 5-star crash rating. And then a year after you buy it, General Motors comes out and removes the brakes and the seatbelts. And they're like, we're good, right? No big deal. Like, we've made a decision that affects you entirely, but we made the deal when you bought the car about the brakes and the seatbelts, but we've changed our policies going forward. This thing is a death trap. Enjoy. Hey, don't forget to renew your warranty. Expect a phone call for your extended warranty. So what I'm saying is, this is a really crappy situation. Now, why would they do that? Because data's the new gold. And I'm sure this is why I said somebody probably new is in charge. Somebody's looking at the revenue. It's how they measure their success. It's a for-profit company. What do we have we can sell here? Okay, hold on. I got to go this camera angle because I'm losing my mind here, okay? Listen, it's like, hey, I'm the new CEO. I've got to show shareholders and investors, especially if it's PE, that we're making mad money. Okay, like, welcome to the party. Like, we sell insurance. What else do we have? I don't know. We got all this data, but we said we wouldn't use it. Sell it. We can't. We said we wouldn't use it. Change the policies. Can we? I just said we could. Okay. Yay! I get a promotion and a vacation and a yacht. Okay, that's what's happening here, and it's disgusting. Data is the new gold, and this is insurance information. Okay, so like, what are we talking about? Or a health data being sold to insurance companies. All right, like check this out. I'm going for a life insurance policy. Okay, like little look behind the scenes on Jerry. Okay, I'm going to get a life insurance policy because I want to make sure that if I get hit by a bus tomorrow, which would totally suck, my wife and kids are good to go. Right? I've decided this. Now I don't really have any like skeletons or weird stuff or like medical issues or whatever, but if the insurance company could just dive deep into everything about me, because why not? They can just buy the data. That sucks, right? I mean, I'm not, again, it's kind of an extreme example, but like, what if they were like, oh, it looks like in 2001, you made these stupid decisions, denied, or in 1997, you did this when you were 17. Fool. Ha, 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 ha. Your policy goes up $1,000 a month or what, you know what I mean? It's like, what the hell are we doing here? So, I just, data is, go watch the John Oliver Data Brokers episode. It's ridiculous. Okay. This sucks. And by the way, guys, I suspect lots of companies are doing this. Okay. They just got their hands stuck in the cookie jar.
Boeing data published by Lockbit.
Okay, Jeremy Williams on the Boo Boo Bus is telling me that it doesn't show PHI. I appreciate that, Jeremy Williams. So it was set up to help researchers investigate diseases. It contains millions of blood, saliva, urine, 500,000 people, medical records, scans, wearable devices, lifestyle. And now they're selling it, man. And again, why wouldn't they sell it? It sucks, but why wouldn't they sell it? Why? It's a freaking asset, and it's at worst, they're going to get some bad pub. Okay, let's be real here. This is a front page story. We're talking about it over here in the United States on November 13th. By November 20th, we'll be like, oh yeah, there was some company that did something with lying to their people about volunteering their information. And by June of 2024, we're going to forget the story. You know what I mean? Like, so they're just going to weather the storm and cash the checks.
Following up on the ongoing Boeing hack story, Lockbit has now allegedly published internal data from the aerospace manufacturer on its leak site. The files have not been independently verified, but according to Reuters, quote, the company said it remains confident the event does not pose a threat to aircraft or flight safety, but it declined to comment on whether defense or other sensitive data had been obtained by Lockbit. End quote.
All right, hold on.
Malaysian.
So, I mean, obviously I guess not obviously, but for the sake of people's sanity, this does not impact like flights, like your Boeing plane taking off from LAX, going to New York, or actually let's get a little Biggie reference, right? Going from New York to LA, going back to Cali, right? That Boeing plane's fine, right? Lockbit isn't in the cockpit. Lockbit isn't in your in-flight entertainment system, okay? But they did get sensitive data. Let's see if we can see it. So obviously, with Lockbit publishing it, Boeing did not pay the ransom. You would expect Boeing didn't pay the ransom. Boeing confirmed elements of the company's parts and distribution business. Oh yeah, we talked about this the other day. It's just a sub faction of Boeing. And I don't know. For me, for my dollar, I don't think this was a major impact to Boeing. Boeing is, like I said, in my experience, because Boeing is here in the Low Country. From my experience, Boeing is like a first-class organization. Like when you talk about like Lean Six Sigma in cyber maturity, or TOGAF and enterprise architecture, like Boeing's doing those things. Boeing is legit as far as like a mature organization that's deliberate, methodical, and executing. That's what I've gotten from Boeing. So when Lockbit hit them, yeah, they probably got some information, but not terrible. And again, Boeing's just going to, take the high road, be cool, and go for it. All right, let's keep going.
Police take down bullet-proofed link phishing provider. Working with the Australian Federal Police and the FBI, the Malaysian police took down the notorious phishing-as-a-service provider, arresting 8 people, taking down its domains and recovering crypto wallets, servers, and luxury items. The police force stated that having these servers in their possession will help them identify users of the platform, some of whom were paying up to $2,000 per month for access to batches of credential logs. According to Intel 471, these services included login pages for Microsoft Office, DHL, American Express, Bank of America, Consumer Credit Union, and Royal Bank of Canada, among others.
All right. Aided by the Australian Federal Police, they dismantled the operation and took down multiple domains. Okay. Where did they take it down from? Why was Australia involved? Let's see. Self-taught man. Yeah. Law enforcement can examine them. Intel 471 says that Bulletproof Link had 8,000 active subs. So this is, I assume this is a dark web. They don't have the URL in the screenshot, but I have to imagine this is a Tor-based dark web website. Microsoft reported on them in 2021 where they had a 400% rise. So Microsoft inadvertently doing some promotion for Bulletproof Link. Okay, so check it out. I wish I knew more about it. First of all,
Regulators, mount up.
all right, so check it out. I love this story. So it's phishing as a service, right? So a lot of, we live in the day of cloud, okay, guys? So cloud as a service makes services easy, right? So you don't know how, you don't want to set up a phishing infrastructure. Don't worry. There's a service for that. There's a website for that. There's an app for that, basically. This phishing as a service was a dark web operator. They've been running around since 2015. They offered hundreds of different templates. So basically point and click. You probably, I would imagine you send it like your list of email addresses and they would send out all the phishing, whatever they collected. They would host like the landing page and the fake pop-ups and stuff like that. And whatever you got, they would, they would, give you your creds that you stole. And in exchange, you would pay, I think, probably a monthly service fee or some type of annual fee if you want to get a discount. I know, BSEC. So the way that they caught this dude was, it was an independent person living a life of luxury. When they say in the story that crypto wallets were taken, the website was seized, and all sorts of, hold on, where did they say? They said all sorts of like jewels and nice things. Where is it in the, right here? Crypto wallets holding 200,000 servers, jewelry, vehicles, payment cards. So you might be like, wait a minute, how are they seizing like digital assets and physical assets? Guys, this raid, whenever law enforcement takes down like a dark web operator, whether it's Silk Road or it is Genesis or it's Alpha Bay, right? They typically will, because sometimes the infrastructure is not, it's hosted in a data center, right? So law enforcement figures out where it is, then they figure out where the people are. If it's one person or if it's a bunch of people, it doesn't matter. Obviously, if it's more people, it's harder. And then they execute the mission at the same time. So like while I'm kicking in your door, right? Like I'm holding a rifle, while I kick in your door and say, get on the ground, or freeze, or hands up, or whatever law enforcement says, right? At the same time, the guy on the computer, the woman at the terminal is taking down the infrastructure or taking it over or routing all, DNS to a seizure page, whatever it is. They happen simultaneously. And the reason is because they don't want to take down the infrastructure and have the threat actor be like, oh, Jesus, okay, we got to go, like execute fire drill mission and then like wipe the servers or whatever and get away scot-free. Also, they don't want to take down the threat actors, because then when admins, right, if I message an admin and they're not responding, I have to assume something bad has happened. Maybe they've been arrested, and then I execute the fire emergency break glass thing, okay? So they have to be done simultaneously. I'm really glad they got this. Phishing as a service is deplorable. Obviously, this guy was making $2,000 a month per subscription. It says that he had like something like 1,600 subs at the time. So 1,600 times 2,000, what is that? Is that $3.2 million a month? Is 2,000 times 1,600 3,000? Or 300? It's either 320,000 or 3.2 million. Either way, it's a deload of money a month. Okay, so that's what you got to know. Finally, what I will say, in a quick shout out, is I don't have the book in here, but if you want to see and read about takedowns like this, may I recommend one, Tracers in the Dark by Seth Greenberg, okay? Or Andy Greenberg, excuse me. Tracers in the Dark by Andy Greenberg. Okay, hold on, let me do this. Oh my God. Tracers in the Dark by Andy Greenberg, this book right here. And the reason I recommend it is, one, because they go through the takedown of Silk Road and Ross Ulbricht and how they did that. And then two, they go through the takedown of Alpha Bay in Thailand. And because Ross Ulbricht got arrested in, I think, San Francisco, but Alpha Bay was in Thailand. So it's much more coordination between like the Thai police and, you know, the DEA and the IRS, which has a criminal investigations unit, and some other people. So this is a really, really good book in general. But if you're interested in seeing how law enforcement takedowns really look, just like this one, may I recommend that book?
And now a word from our sponsor, Sysdig. For businesses innovating in the cloud, every second counts. Sysdig strengthens cyber resilience by reducing the attack surface, detecting threats in real time, and accelerating incident response. Our platform correlates signals across cloud workloads, identities, and services to enable businesses to prioritize risks and act decisively. Sysdig. Secure every second.
Thank you. Hey, really quick, just to confirm, BSEC crunched the numbers. It's $3.2 million a month.
Straight cash, homie.
I don't know about you guys, but last time I checked, $3.2 million would absolutely cover my monthly expenses. I'll tell you what, the Simply Cyber studio would turn into the Simply Cyber, like, I don't know, like production lot in Burbank, California, I guess. I don't know. But again, we're not, we'll operate in the 10 by 12 buffer Auger flow and not risk having the door kicked in by law enforcement. All right, let's keep going. All right, guys. Hey, I hope you're having a great show. I hope you're being entertained. I hope you're being educated. And I hope the networking is going well. Let me know in chat if you would, if you're having a good time. And Team Replay, if you have any thoughts about how to make the show better, please drop them in chat. I love integrating community into the show. I don't have great ideas, but I can certainly try to implement other people's great ideas to make it better for everybody. So holler at us. If you are getting value, take a second and hit the like button. I am into that. It helps other people find the channel. Comment. Actually, here's another one. Maybe these are the questions I'm trying. Team Replay, what's your favorite part of the daily cyber threat briefing? Team Live, what's your favorite part of the daily cyber threat briefing? I'd be curious. You know, I don't want to make assumptions. Guys, thanks to the stream sponsors, Barricade Cyber and Panoptcy Security, and also Antisyphon Training. Antisyphon Training is disrupting the traditional training industry by providing high-quality, cutting-edge education to everyone, regardless of their financial position. They offer students the opportunity to learn skills, practice what is taught, hands-on labs, community engagement, and you get it from people who are seasoned senior practitioners in their spaces. Guys, Antisyphon Training is absolutely flipping the script on how to do it, okay? Thank you, Antisyphon Training, for the sponsorship and all you do for the community. Guys, the Simply Cyber Community Challenge keeps rolling on. I think I am going to produce like a 30-second video that explains the Simply Cyber Community Challenge, just to make it easy for everybody, because I have to say it every day, and I think maybe if it was produced, it'd be a little easier and clearer communicated. Christopher Young, Marine Christopher Young, is currently holding the baton, the Simply Cyber Community Challenge baton. Here's what's going to happen. Christopher Young is going to tag somebody with the baton. All right? Whoever gets the baton, if they accept it, please go on LinkedIn and post your cyber story. Why are you in cyber? What do you like about cyber? Where are you going? Where have you been? And use the hashtag Simply Cyber Community Challenge in your post, please. Okay, for everybody else, if you would like to supercharge your LinkedIn feed, if you would like to build a meaningful network of like-minded professionals and be part of a community, check this out. Go on LinkedIn. Search for this hashtag. The posts that come up, just like Christopher Young's, connect with the poster, right? So connect with Christopher Young. Then comment on his post. Then connect with the people in the comments. I know it sounds like a lot of work, but listen to me. By connecting with Chris and the people in the comments, you're going to grow your network with like-minded cyber professionals. By commenting on the post, you are going to get picked up in the peloton because the next person that connects with the people in comments is going to connect with you. 5 minutes a day is all I'm asking. I'm trying to help you build your professional network. Guys, I'm not saying you're going to get laid off, but like professional networking is incredibly valuable. It's enriching to be part of a community. You get access to resources. You find out about stuff. And heaven forbid you ever need it. Chances of finding other opportunities are more likely to come from a network than a job board. All right? Simply Cyber Community Challenge. Let us know, Christopher Young, who you tag, and let's get after it. All right? Guys, it is Callan's Art of the Week. We got a small one today, but I love it. Callan has been experimenting with anime a little bit, right? And Callan produced this little anime guy. So thank you, Callan. It's even cut out to be like shaped, face shape, a little winky. It says, good Monday morning to you, people, from Callan Auger. Thank you, Callan, for the Art of the Week. We love having you be part of the show, and your dad and your mom absolutely love you. All right, guys, let's slide back into the news.
Washington State Department of Transportation suffers cyber attack. This attack occurred last Tuesday, bringing down the department's website and app, as well as cameras for traffic, ferries, and mountain pass reports. Most services were restored by Thursday. There has been no confirmation as yet as to whether this was a ransomware attack.
Okay, no evidence yet whether or not this was a ransomware attack, but if it was an outage, it would have been reported as an outage. The fact that they're working to recover from a cyber attack would indicate that it was ransomware. And by the way, like, if you want to talk about a safe bet, right? Like what's a safe bet? Like, I don't know, like betting on the Patriots to lose. Oh, too soon. If you want to bet on a safe bet, y'all, cyber threat attacks, it's a safe bet that it's ransomware, okay? Now, this looks like it was affecting the Washington State transportation. They have a lot of hiking, mountains. I think Mount Washington is in Seattle. Is that I said that with like a question mark, but isn't Seattle Washington State, and Mount Washington would make sense in Washington State? Although, like, part of me thinks Mount Washington might be in Alaska. Oh my God, I've flown past it. One of the coolest things I've ever done. I think it's in Alaska. Hold on, I'm sorry. Where is Mount Washington? New Hampshire, you idiot! Oh my God.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb.
What mountain is in Washington State, you fool? Rainier! Oh my God. What a dummy. What a dummy. Oh my God. Okay, so check it out. Going back to this, if I had to guess, okay, I'm just going to take a quick guess here. This is an affiliate threat actor. They sent out a bunch of emails. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it, everyone, on the Mount Rainier. So everybody, if I had to guess, this has all the hallmarks of an affiliate threat actor, right? Or a lower tier ransomware threat actor sent out a host of emails, got a couple fishes hooked on the hook, got into their system using their access, and deployed ransomware. This is not a high value target. Yes, it is a state government agency. Yes, there is some impact, but with all due respect, the fact that like ferry schedules are off and that, traffic cams are down, that is inconvenient, but that is in no way business impact. That is in no way catastrophic, right? So to me, this is I don't want to call it a misfire, but this is like blindly shooting and like hitting someone kind of in like the shoulder or something, like, and not even their primary hand that they write with, like hitting them in the other shoulder and just being like, ow, like, all right, like you're still able to walk, you're still able to get to where you're going. So anyways, hopefully Washington State recovers. Again, state and local municipality government agencies are typically underfunded or understaffed when it comes to cyber. A lot of them see IT and cyber as one and the same, but you and I know it's much more of a Venn diagram, and IT is over here and InfoSec is over here. And just so I own this a little bit more.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
I am from New England. I should have known. I'm from Massachusetts. Like Mount Washington, I should have known that. Okay. Mount Rainier, I should have known. And I want to say, what big mountain is in Alaska? Is it Denali? Yeah, Denali. Okay, so I will tell you, just as a fun fact, okay? Just as a little behind the scenes, I have flown past Denali. It is so freaking tall that like it literally looked like I was flying at cruising altitude in a commercial plane. And like the mountain was like next to us. It wasn't below us. It was like next to us. It was insane. And it's like the only thing you see. It's really cool. If you ever get a chance to fly like around Juneau, Anchorage, it's really, really wild. Okay.
That discloses data breach. Another MOVEit-related incident, this time the state of Maine revealing a breach that affected 1.3 million people and which took place in May of this year. Compromised data may include, quote, social security numbers, date of birth, driver's license or state identification number, and taxpayer identification number. The attackers also gained access to medical information and health insurance information for some individuals, end quote. Moving company.
Okay, so so a couple things to unpack here. This is another state, and this actually, thank you, CISO series. This is another state, but here the impact is different, okay? So two things. One, this is from the Clop ransomware gang. Josh Mason with the flex. He's the one who actually flew past Denali. I was just in seat, 37F. James McQuiggan in seat 3B. All right, so check it out. Clop ransomware, MOVEit breach. There is still fallout from the MOVEit breach, okay? And if you don't know what the MOVEit breach is, Google it. You should absolutely know. I would say it was the biggest like cyber attack / breach. It wasn't really sophisticated, but it was the biggest cyber attack / breach in 2023. Now, fingers crossed, we still got 5 weeks in 2023, so maybe someone's going to push for the finish line. But Clop ransomware owns 2023. Now, I want to point out, you could see here today is November 13th. This email says, if we do not hear from you by June 14th, 2023. So this is like the state of Maine has spent months sitting on this. And now they've disclosed that they've been impacted by a data breach. There's a lot of things here to understand. Honestly, hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, so check this out. Two things. One, this screenshot does not say state of Maine or anything like that, so it's possible. However, very misleading that this is just a screenshot of a ransomware threat actor email. It does say if you had MOVEit software, continue to step 2. So this is a related ransomware note regarding MOVEit. However, it doesn't say state of Maine. So if I had to guess, this is a not stock image, but this is not the message that Maine got. As I mentioned last week, Clop ransomware, I can't believe they're pushing forward with new attacks. They are still digging out. Hey, Christopher Young, my man, thank you.
Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
All right, check it out. The Clop ransomware is still digging out of all the data they stole, right? Which, if you're a threat actor, great problem to have. They've already done all the work. They've already breached. They've already got the data. They've already exfilled. Like, and by the way, Clop, if I'm not mistaken, Clop is not trying to do ransomware. They're just doing data exfil and then selling data either back to the organization or for not disclosing it. Okay, so which is a little bit of a spin on the double extortion technique. So Clop did not ransomware the threat actors. They just use MoveIt to move the victim data off. Now, going back to what I was just saying, Washington State, this information, it's like, okay, it sucks, but it's not wicked bad. The main one, now we're talking about information that includes like, where is it? Social security numbers, date of birth, driver's license, ID numbers, taxpayer ID numbers, which, by the way, if you get, like, I've had some jerk off or jerk offs attempt to file my taxes. Okay. So when that happens, thank goodness the US government is pretty good at catching that. By the way, I had to pay taxes. Nice job. Haha, sucker. You picked the wrong person. So anyways, the threat actors did not pay my taxes. So it just kind of stood there until I filed my taxes and paid them. And then the government reached out. But you get issued a taxpayer identification number in the future so they don't, to help curb fraudulent tax filing. With that information getting breached, now you're back at square one as far as the threat actors go. So this is a little bit more higher impact from a sensitivity level. You can't get a new social security number. You can't get a new date of birth. You can get a driver's license number, but that's incredibly inconvenient and painful for your constituents. You can't just issue new driver's license numbers, right? So unfortunately, I don't think the state of Maine is going to be paying Clop to not disclose this information. It's already been disclosed. The state of Maine, here we go. This is a basic, this is in the, this is part of the data breach playbook. The state of Maine takes your security and privacy seriously, and they're offering you 2 years of complimentary identity theft protection services to go with the other 8 identity and theft protection services you currently have running simultaneously. And if you live in Maine, you can call this help desk where they'll tell you, basically, you're screwed. Sorry. Sign up for identity theft protection. Just as a fun fact, you may also want to consider freezing your credit. That's always a good practice. Freeze your credit with all 3 or 4 credit bureaus, depending on what you want to do. So 1.3 million, which is basically, what's the total population of Maine? Look at Maine's population, 1.37 million. People screwed, 1.3 million. Everybody in Maine, unless you're a child, it got screwed in this thing. So, yeah, that happened.
Dolly.com exposed after alleged ransomware payment. On-demand moving and delivery platform Dolly.com found out the hard way that there is no honor among thieves. The team at Cyber News believes that the company paid the ransom demanded by a criminal organization, but, quote, the attackers complained that the payment wasn't generous enough and published the stolen data, end quote. The group did not return the not sufficiently generous amount, but instead shared the sensitive information on an underground Russian-language forum. The Cyber News researchers also noted that the forum post, quote, included entry points from MongoDB instances hosted on Amazon Web Services Cloud, along with their admin credentials to internal Dolly.com systems, end quote. Dolly.com has not confirmed to Cyber News whether it had suffered a ransomware attack or if it has paid any ransom.
All right. So Dolly.com hasn't responded, probably because they're dealing with incident response. But this sucks, dude. Okay, so Dolly.com. So how can we use this? Okay, this is something you should know. You should absolutely, first of all, you should absolutely be doing tabletop exercises, okay? I'm going to do two things right now. One, I'm going to explain the story in a little bit more detail. And then two, I'm going to tell you how you should, if it were me, how you should leverage this, okay? One, a company got breached. They asked for a ransom. I have to imagine the victim tried to negotiate, which is a pretty standard. Thanks, Eric Taylor. I have to imagine that the victims tried to negotiate. Negotiating with ransomware threat actors is like standard practice, right? Now, I don't know what they asked for, but here's what I would imagine happened. They asked for, let's just make the numbers easy. They asked for $500,000. The victim, Dolly.com, said, the most we can give you is $50,000. All right. And they said, no, we'll negotiate down to $400,000. And Dolly.com said, we only have $50,000 and sent the $50,000. Okay. Again, this is speculative, but I'm sure something like this happened. Now, they probably thought, oh, if we just give them some money, it'll be okay. Once they sent the money, the threat actors were like, this is BS. And they just did what they were going to do anyways. Now, Dolly.com, not a good look because they sent money when they hadn't had agreement with the threat actors on that money getting their data. Two, it's like they never sent the money in the first place because, I mean, from a impact perspective, because the threat actors took the money and then did everything that they said they were going to do, including releasing the data and releasing admin creds and access points to how they stole the data to other criminals. So imagine, if you will, I mean, you just got a side door that you can't close, or like the front door of your house, the lock is broke and you cannot lock the door, right? Christopher K. Hall, I don't know how to read Cyrillic, my friend. I don't know what that says. So check it out. The front door of your house is busted. The lock's busted. Threat actor comes in, steals your TV, and then leaves. And then, but here's the problem. They don't give you your TV back when you try to buy it back off them. And then they go back to like the threat actor bar and they say, hey, everybody, at 75 North Main Street, the front door is busted. This is how you get in. This is how they have jewelry. There was a TV in the upstairs bedroom, right? Like they tell you exactly, which is going to increase the likelihood. What's up, GRC people? It's going to increase the likelihood of additional attacks on this person on Dolly.com unless they fix the holes and secure it, right? They did mention MongoDB. Guys, I want to say it was like 2019, 2020. These NoSQL databases were getting hit left and right all over the place. It's been a minute since I heard about it. Oh, thanks, Christopher K. Hall. So, runaway Amish female says, what should a company do? Okay, so thank you. This is how I wanted to spin it. Two things should happen right now. One, if you're Dolly.com, if it were me, I would absolutely go on the dark web or hire a company that has built a sock puppet account for the dark web and get on and find this information. They released how they got in and all the access points. So if you want a blueprint, if you want a tailored plan on how to secure yourself from additional attacks, you should probably take the information the threat actors are releasing because that's literally what everyone else is going to have access to. Okay, first of all. Second of all, when you're doing tabletop exercises, if you're doing them, right, just doing them at all is a good practice. But if you're doing them with some regularity, a really nice injection that you can use, meaning a development into the scenario, is to say, hey, listen, you pay the ransom, right? Oh, we're going to restore from backup. So we're going to pay the ransom. The ransom's $20,000. All right, let's just make it silly. The ransom's $20,000 and we're losing $500,000 a day because manufacturing's down. Every CFO, every CEO is going to say, pay the ransom, okay? So then you say, okay, we paid the ransom. Now, the threat actors gave us the data back, but it's encrypted still. Or the threat actors gave us the decryption key. Does anyone know how to use decryption keys? Like, that's one way to take it. But then you could also throw it. Hey, what's up?
Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
Love it, love it, love it. We got 100 bomb on the sponsorship from Barricade Cyber Solutions. Eric Taylor destroying the stream. All right, everybody, giddy up on it. Holy Jesus, I didn't even know you could do 150. What?
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah.
Ah! It's a straight meltdown. The stream is melting down. Call in the fire department. This thing has gone radioactive. Holy Jesus. Anyways, the final thing I was going to say is when you're doing your tabletop exercises, have your organization have the scenario say, hey, you paid the ransom and they're still releasing it. What are you going to do? And this will help educate your business into understanding that this isn't a well-defined transaction where if you pay ransom, then you get your code back. If you pay ransom, they don't release the data. Like the threat actors are going to do threat actor stuff. So that's what's up with that. So be mindful of that. All right. Let's just take a minute. Since Eric Taylor from Barricade Cyber Solutions just dropped 150 bomb. If you want to receive the membership, click on the link at the top where it says 50 in the little green bar. You have to be on YouTube. So if you're on LinkedIn, come over to YouTube, Simply Cyber. So if you go to youtube.com/@simplycyber, you'll get in here and pick up these things. If you're not grabbing them, you have to click on the button, the green button, and say that you accept gifts. Like YouTube won't assume you want a gifted membership. You have to opt into it. So thank you, Eric Taylor. Thank you, Barricade Cyber. And thank you to all you newly minted squad members.
Microsoft Edge tests new video translation feature. Users of the latest Canary update of Microsoft Edge are seeing a translate button that appears when hovering a mouse over a video. Although not yet functional, the accompanying drop-down menu appears to offer audio translations into English, French, Spanish, and Russian. Sure, it's Monday, but that...
All right, hold on. What are we doing? Okay, here we go. I was looking for a meme from Mod Chat that really represented meltdown. Microsoft Edge. This is not a cyber story. I do love CISO series, but occasionally they pick like cool stories instead of cyber stories. So Seabright, I'm not sure. Maybe are you international, Seabright? That might be it. If someone else has a suggestion on how to accept the gifted subs, please share it in chat. Okay, so Microsoft Edge is testing a video translation feature. Guys, AI is pretty dope. AI is coming crazy. Here's the deal. I've wanted to make audio translations for my YouTube content. So people in India, people in France, people in other parts of the world, South America, like they could consume the content, right? And YouTube has opened it up to some content creators like Mr. Beast, right? But guess what? I don't have 100 million subs, so YouTube doesn't care about me, I guess. But the point is, I don't have that feature. Now, Microsoft Edge inside the browser is apparently offering the ability to translate this video, which is pretty dope. I will be checking this out myself. If members of the community who speak French, Spanish, or Russian want to consume the information, they may be able to get it via Microsoft Edge. So keep an eye on this. This is really cool. And guys, you know me, I'm all about support and inclusion and getting access to people. So this is pretty cool. All right. So let's do that. All right, here we go. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's stream. What time is it? 8:59. Woo! We almost hit it right on the dot, guys. I got to tell you. Yeah. Oh, thank you, BSEC. Well, I don't know if Chrome's whatever. We'll figure it out. Here, let's look at where to allow gifts, guys. Really quickly, if you are here just for the news, thank you very much. Please have a great day. Have a great week. We're straight crushing it in here. If you have job interviews, I know some of you have interviews coming up. Crush it. Remember, there's tons of content on the channel on how to crush interviews, how to crush your 90 days, how to get job interviews, all the things. Thanks to Barricade Cyber for the 150 subs. We got to add some new emotes. I have it on my list to add the existing emotes to the Discord server. Welcome to the party, pal. Is not on the server. Oh, really quickly, Christopher Young did tag. We've got our Simply Cyber Community Challenge person, Kevin Dawkins. Kevin Dawkins, where are you, Kevin? Kevin has already left the chat. So hopefully Kevin gets into LinkedIn and does what he needs to do. Guys, I'm Jerry, your chat. Thank you so very much. If you want to hang around, we're going to be doing some jaw jacking for about 30 minutes. So stay tuned. I'm going to push a different button for jaw jack and see what happens. All right, everybody, welcome to the stream. Let me put on some music. I definitely have a lot of coffee running around in me right now, for sure. Get out of here, Spotify. All right, hold on. Let me see. Stream beats. I'm trying to be. Normally I blow out the copyright, but I've been trying to be. I've been trying to be good about the music I play, simply because like Barricade Cyber just donated 150 subs, right? YouTube's already taken 30% of all that money. And then when I play music that I love, like even if we play like a minute of like Daft Punk, they take that money, right? So which sucks because this money helps support the channel. Oh, Kevin Dawkins is here. I'm sorry, Terrible Maker or Turble or TRBL. Kevin Dawkins. Great to see you, and I look forward. Thank you. Thank you for taking the Simply Cyber Community Challenge. All right, guys. We have got jaw jacking, so let's do it. I want to show you guys. I don't know if you can see, but check this out. You see this microphone boom? There's another one over here. The YouTube studio for the live video podcast is coming together. I spent a little bit of time working on it this weekend. So Josh Collins asks if I started the jaw jacking show. Troublemaker. Thank you, J.I. and Michelle, Ian Michelle. So Josh Collins asks, did I start the jaw jacking channel? So I started the SC Cafe, and I was going to end the daily briefing and push over. But basically, two things. One, I've just started doing the jaw jacking right after this show to make it easy for everybody. And then two, I haven't had time to really organize the way the shows are working. So the whole reason I wanted to separate the two shows was so that if you got the audio podcast, you wouldn't get all the jaw jacking stuff, right? So that's why I haven't done it yet, but it will be, okay? Runaway Amish female. Yeah, James sat there, I sat there, and it's coming together. Like I have 3 cameras, an A10 mini with a preview. I got this big ass, check this out. Base case and BSEC are gonna love this. I bought this giant mixing board, okay? So this mixing board is going to allow me to do up to 4 people in the studio, real professional as far as like audio and mixing. The soundboard is built into the actual mixing board, so I won't have the stream deck issues and stuff like that. So I'm trying to do this legit, guys. I think you're really going to enjoy it. All right, let's keep going here. I have a meeting at 9:30, but that means I can party until 9:30. Hold on one second. Just so everybody knows, that is not a Rode, it's a task cam. I haven't received CPE certificate for attending the CyberCon. Have you sent them yet? That's a good question. Let me ask. Kimberly was... So we'll see, Kuda Chimera. I don't know. If you haven't received it, unlikely, but do check your spam folder. You know what I might also, maybe I'll just post it to social media. The thing is, okay, so it's being sent today. So CUDA Chimera, you will get it later today, okay? Confirmed. Be sure to check out your spam folder just in case. Runaway Amish female says, wait, you haven't been legit. So runaway female, Amish female, I mean, I try to level up a little by little, but I am, I have a lot of help around like podcasts and audio. Also, runaway Amish female asks, what is NIST? OMG, what a great question. I am so happy that you asked it. Okay, so check it out. Let me close this. This is NIST, nist.gov, NIST.gov. They are the National Institute of Standards and Technology for the U.S. government. They are basically a think tank for the U.S. government. But what you really want to know from our world is NIST special publications, okay? Now we're talking. Computer Security Resource Center, the CSRC. This is where there's so much information. Now, this is the 1800 series. Most of us will talk about the 800 series. Okay. See, hold on. NIST Special Pubs 800. Here we go. Okay, so 8225, 8223, 8221. There's hundreds of NIST special publications. Everything from, look at this, cloud computing forensic references, quick start for populating mobile test devices, all the way down to, hold on one second, I got to get to 818. All the way down to writing security plans, okay? Now, this is 2006, so it's a little dated, but that's okay. NIST is where it's at. If you're looking for a free sick A resource for helping you do cybersecurity, NIST is where it's at, okay? Yeah, NIST 837 is the risk management framework. NIST 853 is the security controls dialogue. 830 is how to do risk assessments. 818 is how to do an SSP. NIST cybersecurity framework is how you build a cybersecurity program. NIST is awesome. There's a reason, okay? There's a very good reason why we have an I Heart NIST emote in chat. All right. Oh, cool. All right. Hey, so check it out really quickly. Simply CyberCon. I'm just hearing this right now. Simply CyberCon raised $4,000. Way to go, everybody. It is a nonprofit organization, so we will be figuring out what to do with that money. It will go back into the community, believe that. We had a couple expenses like the website, some software and stuff like that, but for the most part, it's going to go back into the community, whether that's a scholarship or funding or giveaways or whatever. We'll figure it out, but just know that it's great. It's congratulations, everybody, for all that work. I would like to get. I wanted to get shirts for speakers, but it's so complicated with logistics. Dave Robbins says, if you were going to do some entry-level remote work part-time, what direction would you go? Entry-level remote work part-time? I mean, finding entry-level remote work part-time, that could be a challenge unto itself. But what would I do? I suppose I would do like risk assessment and cybersecurity gap analysis for small businesses. That's what I would do. Right? Hey, what's your current situation? Where are your low-hanging fruit? Let's get you straightened out. Hey, don't have Excel files on file shares full of passwords. Don't do that. Hey, here's a Shodan search of your IP range. You got gross things facing the internet. Fix those. That's what I would do, David Robbins. Oh, thanks, Peter Lee. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. So Runaway Amish Female says, what was Simply CyberCon? Okay. If you missed it, If you missed Simply CyberCon, it was November 8th. It was a full day of cybersecurity conferences, speaking engagements. There was a keynote. There were workshops, right? There was 2 tracks, wonderful talks. Jin Gong talked about mobile application. Joe Hudson talked about, prioritization. Lisa Sowers talked about basically how to redefine yourself if you're like a network person looking to get cyber. Sandor talked about asset management. Tyler Ramsby talked about mental health. I did a talk in there on how to network professionally. It's amazing. Okay. 2 things. One, you can go back. All these talks will be available on replay. You can go right now to Simply Cyber channel and watch track 1, SC Cafe to watch track 2. These stories are being broken out into individual talks, and they will all be released on the Simply Cyber channel under a playlist. So stay tuned for that, okay? Leighton Kennedy, during the NIST workshop, it was said that NIST CSF is not a compliance framework. Is RMF not a compliance framework either then? Yeah, no. So risk management framework is not a compliance framework. NIST CSF is also not a compliance framework. Compliance frameworks are it depends who's making them compliant, right? Or demanding them, right? So FISMA is a federal regulation that federal IT agent or federal agencies need to comply with in their IT infrastructure. And they use NIST 853 as the control catalog based on 837, which is which they decide based on FIPS 199 and FIPS 200. It gets into the weeds a little bit, but just know that NIST CSF is incredibly voluntary. No one has to implement it, but it is really nice. Now, when you say compliance, here's the thing, Leighton Kennedy, don't think of frameworks as, either it's a compliant one or it's an InfoSec one. Compliance frameworks are designed to give you minimum security, and typically anyone can require it or make you be compliant with it. So for example, SOC 2, right? A lot of private equity firms, angels, investors, etc., want to see a tech startup that's SOC 2 compliant. It's like how they take the temperature on whether or not the organization is somewhat secure. NIST CSF, maybe an insurance company says, we're not going to write you an insurance policy unless you're compliant with tier 1 NIST CSF, right? Or stage 2 NIST CSF, right? So don't get wrapped around the axle on compliance frameworks, right? It's more like security frameworks that you're compliant with. Chris ND says, what is a reasonable time frame for relocation in the industry and how is it normally handled? Thanks, Jenny Housley. Relocation in the industry. Well, Chris ND, I've only relocated when I was single and didn't have a home, right? So single guy, apartment. I relocated that way. Actually, I was living with Mrs. Auger. We were dating at the time, but we didn't have kids. We didn't own the house. It was very easy to move, right? So I've relocated as a single guy, across the state. I've relocated as in a committed relationship with no kids and no home, out of state, a couple times. So relocation, I would say, it depends on what you negotiate and what requirements are. If you have to sell your house in this market, maybe difficult. If you have to find somewhere to live, it could be difficult. So typically the relocation bonus and the relocation thing happens after you accept the job and you talk through it with the hiring manager. They're like, hey, we'd love to offer you this job. And you're like, all right, well, I got to relocate. And they're like, okay, can you start Monday? And you're like, well, I need 2 weeks to give notice at my old job and probably another 2 weeks to find somewhere to live and everything. Fine. You can start in a month. Just so you guys know, a lot of times an organization that's hiring you wants you to start as soon as possible. But if they wait 4 weeks, it's not going to be the end of the world, right? Now, if you say like I need 6 months, they're probably going to move on to the next candidate. But like a couple more weeks isn't really that big a deal. Hopefully that helps, Chris ND. I am going to stop the stream at 9:25. I do have like literally this much coffee that I need to expel. Oh yeah, no, it's funny. Runaway Amish. All right, so let's check it out. Take care. Send Fliss good vibes. Absolutely. If you guys were here for the, hey, by the way, if it's your first time, just so you know, Monday through Friday, we do the daily cyber threat brief every single morning, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern. But on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I do an extra 30 minutes of jaw jacking, hanging around, just kicking it AMA style. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I teach at the Citadel Military College, so I don't have time to jaw jack, but that's what's up. Yeah, it is a lot of coffee. All right. Let's see. What else, everybody? Let me see. Oh, by the way, so on Tuesdays, the little fun segment. So today was Art of the Week. Tuesdays is Tidbit Tuesday, where I share a little bit about myself and see if it resonates with you. I've started documenting my Tidbits Tuesday. So I'm not having to like think of it in the morning. I've got like good ones. Christopher Young says, is Jawjacking going to host guests for the podcast in person? So Christopher Young, if somebody is physically here in the studio with me during the cyber threat briefing and I don't have to teach right afterwards, then yes, the guest would be part of Jawjacking. And as I said, as we get into the new year, I'm still trying to finish my Cyber 101 course. As we get into the new year, I will be doing more. We'll be doing more with the live video podcast, guys. I'm serious. Like I don't have it set up now, and it would probably be uninteresting to you guys for me to show you all this stuff. But like, it's cool. It is cool. I think it's cool. Currently living in Texas and family in Florida due to a short time crunch on the position. Wife's getting the family ready to move. That's a good team there, Peter Lee. Mike Toomey says, were you ex-military, and is that why you pushed? And is that what pushed you towards the Citadel for teaching? No. So Mike Toomey, I am not former military. I was born into and I was raised in a Marine Corps family. And I never served, but I am proud to say that one of my first jobs was working at headquarters Marine Corps, serving the Marine Corps. So I got to serve the Marine Corps for about 2.5, 3 years and work with, colonels and majors and stuff like that. And, all that stuff. So definitely proud to have been affiliated with the Marine Corps, but no, I never served. As far as teaching at the Citadel, it's a cool opportunity. They reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to be a full-time faculty member. I did not. But they said, well, what about adjunct? I said, I would do that. Let's rock and roll. First time live, Franklin, we'll give you the sounder.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Christopher Young. Yes, there is a Cyber 101 coming. It's going to be a full 15-week, 12 labs, semester-long college course. It's pretty dope. Who just asked the question here? Ike Oppentag. Ike Oppentag says, can you suggest any digital forensics tools? Ike, let me tell you this. This is probably the best answer to that question that you could possibly get. And I know that sounds hyperbolic, but it's not. Okay, check this out. I'm going to drop a link in chat, Ike. This woman right here is Jessica Hyde. This woman right here is Jessica Hyde. Jessica Hyde is one of the most talented, advanced, exceptional digital forensics practitioners in our industry. She came on my show last week, and she's amazing, okay? And on the show, she dropped probably 25 to 30 different types of free digital forensics resources. Books, courses, podcasts, people to talk to, labs to run, CTFs. She blew it out. Instead of giving you a digital forensics resource, I give you this stream. It is 1 hour and 3 minutes long. If you watch it, I promise you, you will get more value than you can possibly imagine. You're welcome. It's. I'm telling you, I've probably done 100 to 200 interviews on the channel. And with all due respect to everybody I've interviewed, I know some of you are in chat right now. She may have been the best interview I've ever done as far as delivering value to the Simply Cyber community. It was unbelievable. Can you guys hear the music, by the way? I'm trying to have it kind of like low in the background, but I don't want it so low that you can't hear it, right? Got it. Yep. So what else? What else, guys? We're getting into the holiday season. Oh, you know what? So check this out. Here, give me a hot second. I got something to share with you. I meant to do this a more formal way, but give me a second. Give me a second. I've got a deal. Hold on one second. All right. Okay, so check this out. Check this out, guys. I don't know if you guys have heard of this, and if you have, let me know in chat. Let's Defend. This is a blue team training platform, okay? Come on, click on this. Okay, so check this out. They messaged me. I've been talking to the people behind Let's Defend for like, I don't know, 6 months. They wanted to do some work together. I checked the platform out. This platform is legit. They've got training. They've got fundamentals. They're really focused on blue team operations, security operations. If you're looking to learn blue team, okay, I don't know why that says, maybe because I'm not logged in. Anyways, they're launching a Black Friday deal right now. You can go to Let's Defend and do free stuff, right, to get a taste for it. But right now they offered, hold on one second, use code simply, hold on. Oh my God. Check this out. Okay, they messaged me and they're like, hey, we would love to hook your community up. So guys, if you are interested in checking out Let's Defend, they're literally giving anyone that uses my code, Simply Cyber, 50% off. And it's only for, I think, 2 weeks. It's like their Black Friday special. It'll be applied automatically to everyone that uses the code. So if you've been thinking about it, if you've played with it, you please use the code Simply Cyber, okay? It's an affiliate code. I get some type of compensation. I'm not sure what the deal is, but it's 50% off. That's the important part, okay? And if you want, I can tell you what the affiliate rates are. If you want, in full disclosure, I'll make that transparent if you guys want. But they messaged me and said, oh, it also includes the Enterprise Basic Plan, which I don't know what that is, but it sounds like more value. So I checked out Let's Defend. It was good. I don't know if people have thoughts in here, but if you want 50% off, use the code Simply Cyber at checkout, okay? Yeah, exactly, Valentino. And I apologize, guys. Here's the thing. I have so much going on all the time that things like this, like 50% off Let's Defend, comes through and I'm like, yes, cool, let's do it. And then I just forget about it. And it's not that I'm trying to like hoard it or keep you guys from it. It's just, I'm sorry. So I'll try to be better. I'll try to make some type of like promotion or code or card or something like that. Christopher Young, it's not 50%. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. It's Simply Cyber 50. It's Simply Cyber 50. Sorry, I just looked. Thanks, Christopher Young. They sent me a follow-up email. I'm looking at the thread in my email over here, scrolling. It's Simply Cyber 50. So I'm sorry. And thank you for letting me know. It's Simply Cyber 50. Sorry, everybody. Donkey. What would be a donkey sound? Yeah, I don't want to play You Are So Dumb. I just want to... Oh, good. Gigi says to allow gifts in the live chat, select the dollar symbol next to the smiley face. Select membership option. A new window appears. Click the 3 vertical dots to gift settings. Thank you, Gigi. Thank you, Gigi. I appreciate that. So, Space Tacos, my understanding, and I can get more information. My understanding is it's 50% off whatever you purchase within the 2-week window. So if you buy a year now, you get 50% off. If you buy 2 weeks and then you renew in a month or whatever, I don't think it'll work. No, I know, Christopher Young. I'm more embarrassed for myself. Here's the deal. Like, in case you guys don't know, I literally hold myself, I like doing quality work. I know I make mistakes and the audio jacks up and we have fun and stuff like that. But I literally try to be professional and deliver quality and serve the community. So when I make a mistake, especially something as stupid as the wrong code, I'm hard on myself. I like to be accountable to myself. So, yeah, I don't have Sands discounts. That would be stunning if Sands was to give 50% off. It would still be expensive. But we're all good, man. All right, guys. Yeah, so let's defend. And if anyone has any thoughts, I would love, we could spend a minute talking about, does anyone have any thoughts about Let's Defend? I played through the first level, the SOC fundamentals. I've looked at this. I've heard people talk about it in the past. They have learning paths. You can see here. Look at all this stuff. Code analysis, PDF analysis, different skill levels, right? Beginner, easy, medium, hard. It's nice. Thanks, Billy DP. All right, guys. It's 9:27. I went a couple minutes over. I do have to run before my 9:30. So be well. Be good, everybody. Have a great day. No World of Haiku this afternoon. So the next time I'll see y'all is tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time. Oh, yeah. Hey, by the way, if you did the Flaming Donkey CTF and you had some issues with it, thank you for reminding me. Oh, crap. BSEC, I'm sorry. So I don't know where it is, but DJ BSEC did do a Flaming Donkey CTF write-up. So definitely check that out if you want. Be good, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. I'm Jerry, your chat. Until next time, stay secure. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed that content. Keep the cybersecurity train going by connecting with the other Simply Cyber community resources. We have the Discord server that's lively and always keeps the conversation going. You can connect with me directly on LinkedIn. And also every single weekday morning on the Simply Cyber channel, we're doing live daily cyber threat briefings, 8 a.m. Eastern time, as well as Thursday at 4:30 p.m. We're doing live stream interviews with industry experts, and we produce videos that we push out every Wednesday morning. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. I hope you enjoyed the content.